My name is Colin Smith, and my installation for HERE&NOW20 Perfectly Queer is Bloodletting, and it is an installation that's modelled on the characteristics of a medical waiting room that edges on the cusp of the divine. It could be read as something out of a clinical setting or from a church. The main centerpiece is a simple booth structure that was modelled off a confessional booth. I'm definitely a painter, and I find that my paintings don't exactly work unless they are in a space that supports that. So I work in installation to give support to the paintings I make. The paintings that I had displayed in the space were of the space. So I had cast a red light onto the installation. Just recorded that scene and put them back in the space so that they inform the space and the space informed the paintings to create a sort of closed, sort of self-contained feedback loop that hopefully generated something more holistic that wasn't so removed from that space that is entirely self-contained. Everyone's been to a doctor's waiting room, have that sort of recontextualized in a way that is more visceral than it seems. Feeling of being in those spaces and going through certain procedures and processes are more visceral than the sterile condition that is immediately experienced. In the time that I've spent in these medical facilities, you see a lot of artwork and paintings that aren't necessarily artistically institutional. It's just a prop in a space, and I wanted to sort of replicate that for my own understanding of that space. I wanted to make work about my transition because it got to a sort of point where I was realizing this is going to go on forever for the rest of my life type thing, and it was quite tedious and frustrating. The lack of control I had over that situation was becoming quite overwhelming. So I wanted to sort of reclaim the autonomy I had in that situation and reimagine it as something playful and absurd